Hello guys and girls, welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out the warm audio Foxy Tone Box. Let's go! So, welcome back. Today we're checking out this Fuzz, which is a reissue of a well-known pedal from the 60s and 70s. And yeah, it's the as close as possible recreation. I don't know the exact history behind this fuzz box, but I know it was used by Hendrix and others. It's that fuzz sound that you picture in your head when you think about the 60s and 70s sound. It sounds like a tone bender, but with an octaver, and you know, it's kind of Octavia with a little twist, because you can flip the switch to activate or deactivate the octave, and this control here, the mellow bright, changes the character of the fuzz. So with most fuzzes you either have the sustain and the volume, and the character of the pedal usually stays the same. It may get darker when you crank the sustain, but it usually it may get more piercing, but this is really useful because I think it was designed to compensate for the quality of the cables, the length of the cables. Those long cables destroy the high frequencies, they tend to roll it off, and so a control to counterbalance that loss of height, being that the pedal is already very dark and very has a lot of bass content. This was probably a way to you know, cut the mix. Especially in a live situation where there's a lot going on, your amp is distorting, so the highs tend to be a little bit compressed, and I think that the best of this pedal is into not an overdriven amp, but almost cranked clean amp, something that is on the edge of breakup, that has that the warmth of tubes, and yeah, I love it on that. It's also very lovely on small tube amps, because it's gonna destroy them. If you put this on a Princeton or a Deluxe Reverb, it's going to destroy that amp in a good way. I mean that it's gonna add a lot of bass content. It's gonna saturate so much that you are going to get that amazing sound of fuzz. But yeah, you have to know that in the box it comes with its own power supply, although it is a 9-volt pedal. The form factor is a little bit compromised. I think they went for a vintage reissue, so it's covered in velvet. The knobs have no indication on the knobs. You have to look at the plate to see what they do, and also the inputs. And yeah, it's not particularly great to have on the pedal, because you will have a giant box that's gonna get dirty and stuff. I think it's more intended to be on the amp. But yeah, it's a compromise they made to make it look more vintage. Warm Audio has a lot of vintage inspired stuff. But enough talking, let's hear it, and then we'll come to the conclusion. So, what do you think? I think that for the price I would buy this instantly. I really love these fuzz, and bear in mind, I am a fuzz lover. I don't love all of them, but I love most of them, even the most crazy ones. My favorite one, the one that I have on the pedal, is a tone bender model. It's the Soul Bender from Full Tone, and that pedal was the most perfect fuzz I've ever heard when I played, and it still blows my mind every time I use it. If I don't use it for a while, then I stomp on it, and I remember why I love it. Especially with single coils, I think it's amazing. It has that mellow tone that gets compressed during the note. It's like there is a compressor going on at the middle of the note. It's like it blooms. It's a term that usually associated with tube amps cranked, but that pedal does it. It's amazing. And this one is really at the same level. I would be it would be hard for me to decide between these two. I will not keep this one because I kind of prefer the Soul Bender. The form factor, I think it's the only downside to this pedal, because the price is really nice. It's 150 euros. I think you can find it around $150 for the same, brand new by the way. But yeah, it's a great fuzz. It also sounds very good with humbuckers, which is something that is not usually the case with fuzzes. I usually prefer fuzzes with single coils because they have more high frequencies content. Yeah, they tend to counterbalance the nature of the fuzz of adding a lot of bass. But yeah, it's a great fuzz, and I am looking forward to trying some other stuff from Warm Audio, because I think that their pedals are very interesting, and I would also love to check out their, for example, they have replicas of compressors, studio compressors, the LA2A, studio EQ, and studio preamps. Yeah, very nice stuff, and at affordable prices. I mean, affordable considering the fact that a real LA2A is going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars, even the replicas. Very nice pedal. I am interested in Warm Audio in general, and I think you're going to see more of their stuff on this channel if I can get hold of it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Subscribe if you want to support me. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you!